ratios which comes under the ratio analysis. So already we have discussed about the liquidity ratios, turnover ratios, and the solvency ratios in previous slides, previous class. So today we will go for the fourth type, that is profitability ratios. So under this we are going to discuss how the organization is going to use the activities to gain profit. So how it is going to earn profits. So for that you can use this different types of ratios, what is the position of the company in case of profitability. So one, you can use it as gross profit ratio. You can calculate this. And the second one comes the net profit ratio. And the third one, operating ratio. So these are the three main ratios you can expect in the exam. The earning power, dividend yield, price earning ratio, all these will be the profitability ratios, but I am not going to discuss all this. The above three I am going to discuss today. So before which I will connect this Calci now. Open this Calci. Today it is slow, I think. Changing the slide is also, it is taking more time. Let me directly go for the slide, next slide. See, this is the problem that we can see on the screen for calculating this problem, profitability ratios. So the information is given here, Kavya traders for the year ending 30th June 2016. They have provided you the information as follows. So sales 10,000, 10,40,000. Purchases, administrative expenses are given separately here on right side. So under administrative expenses, salaries are given, and opening stock is given. Rent comes under the administrative expenses. Closing stock, printing also comes under the administrative expenses. Sales return, depreciation won't come under this administrative expenses. Selling and distribution expenses are given. So under this they have given you here separately expenses and non-operating incomes. So what was shown here under expenses, that comes under the expenses, and under non-operating incomes, dividend on share and advertising comes under the expenses. Conveyance is given. Non-operating expenses was given separately. So under each heading, some information was given according to the requirement we are going to use. So we are not going to use all the information that was shown here. So you are required to calculate what? One, it is gross profit ratio. And the second one, it is a stock turnover ratio. And the third one, it is operating ratio. So it is not compulsory that they have to ask only profitability ratios. Any of the ratio they may be asking you to calculate. So by using the information which is available, so whatever we can calculate, that we are going to calculate. Okay. Of course, if they are going to give you specifically, so if it is specified in the problem itself some ratios, you need to compulsory calculate those ratios. Okay. The information will be given in the problem itself. So here it is asked to calculate gross profit ratio, stock turnover ratio, and operating ratio. So how to calculate this? Let us do this, solve this problem. So first you take down all the information that was given in the problem on your answer sheet. Then only go for calculating the ratios by applying the formulas. So let us see these problems, calculation of gross profit ratio. What is the formula to calculate this? First of all, so gross profit ratio is equal to gross profit divided by net sales into 100. So profitability ratios, when you are going to calculate this, always you have to multiply it with 100. So you will get percentage, result will be the percentage. Okay. So whenever you are going to multiply it with 100, the result will be in percentage. You have to show it as percentage. So if it is gross profit, you have to take numerator as gross profit. And if it is net profit ratio, you have to take it as net profit on numerator. So denominator will be same. So for operating ratio, you have to take operating expenses divided by net sales into 100. So this is how you are going to take. If you remember one formula, the question itself will give you, indicate you what is the numerator. Okay. So here gross profit ratio we require, no? So gross profit divided by net sales into 100 we are taking. So if gross profit is given directly in the problem, you use that. Otherwise, you have to calculate that. So net sales means this, how to calculate this net sales means you have to deduct the sales returns from the sales that was given. So sometimes it will be given directly net sales, then you need not deduct the sales returns. But if it is mentioned in the problem that it is sales and sales returns are also given, so then deduct this sales returns from the sales. So as we have seen in this problem, let us see the previous slide. Go to this slide, previous slide. See here, sales was given, no? Sales. This is not the net sales. Sales is 10 lakhs 40,000. Okay. So, and see here at the end of this list, sales return is given. Sales return 40,000 is shown here. So sales returns you have to deduct from sales. That will give you the net sales. So I am going for this, forwarding this. Net sales is equal to sales minus sales return. Substitute those values here. So 10 lakhs 40,000 is given and sales returns was 40,000 was given now. So I am substituting here. 10 lakhs 40,000 minus 40,000. So how much you will get, you calculate, use the calc here. Array. Okay. So 10 lakhs 40,000 minus 40,000. So that will give you how much? 10 lakhs. So 10 lakhs is the net sales. So that you show here. 10 net sales is equal to 10 lakhs. And we got net sales, no? So we require gross profit. Check whether it is given in the problem gross profit or not. Let me check. So if I am going to directly explain you, so you will be getting confusion. So that is the reason I am going for the problem again. So check here whether gross profit is given or not. Not given, no? So we need to calculate by using the information that was given here. Opening stock is given, closing stock is given, purchases are given. So from this, you need to calculate the gross profit. So how to calculate? Let me go for the slide. They take here formula gross profit is equal to sales minus. Everyone note down this formula. Sales minus cost of goods sold. Okay. So how we are going to get this cost of goods sold? I am giving here in short COGS. Instead of giving full length cost of goods sold, I have taken here COGS. Nothing but cost of goods sold. So this is calculated by using this formula, that is opening stock plus purchases minus purchase returns minus closing stock. So this will give you the cost of goods sold. So as we have seen in this previous slide, that opening stock, purchases, every information is given. No? So you take down all those information, use that here to calculate this cost of goods sold. So opening stock, how much it is given? Shall I go for the problem again? I will go to the previous slide. Substitute those values. So it is compulsory that you have to keep in front of you this problem. Purchases was given 6,44,500. Okay. Opening stock is given 1,52,500. Everyone note down this. And closing stock is given 1,97,000. Okay. So these values we are going to use. Purchase returns information is not given here. So no need of taking purchase returns value. So how we are going to get the cost of goods sold now? Use the formula. So opening stock 1,52,000 and purchases was given 6,44,500. You add this to the opening stock and deduct purchase returns are not there, 0. So no need of writing here 0, minus 0. Okay. So minus closing stock is given 1,97,000. Carefully take the values. Okay. So how much you are going to get, the end result will be how much? So you calculate that. I cannot move. Okay, I can move. Calci. So 1,52,500 plus 6,44,500 minus 1,97,000. So that will give you how much? 6 lakhs. 6 lakhs is the cost of goods sold. So that you show here, cost of goods sold. 6 lakhs. So as we are having sales here means you have to take net sales amount, not total sales. Okay. So now you deduct this sales here. Sales, total sales was taken here. Don't take total sales, net sales you take here. So minus 6 lakhs. So that will give you here 4 lakhs 40. 4 lakhs, only 4 lakhs. Okay. So gross profit we are having and net sales also we have calculated here 10 lakhs we got now. So that you substitute in this formula, gross profit divided by net sales. So how much you will get? Gross profit is 4 lakhs and divided by 10 lakhs into 100. Substitute like that. So gross profit is equal to, so as I have taken mistake here, you rectify that. So 4,40,000 divided by 10 lakhs I have taken. So multiply this with 100. So how much you will get? Calculate. Use the calci. 4 lakhs divided by 10 lakhs. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. So be careful while taking values. Zeros. So 0.4 into 100. That will give you 40. So this 40 is the gross profit. What is that 40? Percentage. Because here I have taken 4,40,000, it is showing you here 44. So that is only 40 lakh, 40%. Okay. So this is how you are going to calculate the gross profit ratio. And